What is going on, everybody? We're here. The podcast has started. It's Monday. And although it may be Monday, it's also podcast day, so it makes the Mondays worth it. Mike, what's going on? How are you?
I'm doing good. Glad this Monday is over. Ready to get into the podcast.
Hell yeah, brother.
Glad to see everybody.
Dingus, you were extremely fast. The timing, as you say, was impeccable. Sexy Bigfoot was seconds behind. It was maybe point of a second behind. Also, yes, the new format for Twitch is baloney. It's real dumb on mobile. There's a new mobile format for Twitch, and it's no good.
It's a little weird. Yeah.
But welcome in, everybody. Hope you guys are having a good Monday. And if not, hopefully we can make it a little bit better. It's episode 16, season 2.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
They're coming after us.
Uh-oh.
Ah!
Are we good?
I think so. I think we're back. Oh my gosh. They're trying to shut us down. As usual.
They're like, Caleb's running interference for us right now. He's throwing up firewalls and stuff.
Counter hacking.
They're counter hacking our stuff.
Shoot.
My computer did a weird little thing.
Oh, they have a hiccup?
Yeah, it like the screen went like this. It went smaller and then blew back up again to full size.
I got him. It's like, JK, I'm juked.
We have to save trash talk for the end.
Yeah, no secret conspiring against the government stuff.
Oh, right, because we got to have the full podcast and then do it at the end so that if we get shut down, we still get to have our podcast.
Unfortunately. Just start listing off numbers. See if
restart required. Wait, hold on. I wanted to read that.
Oof. Sexy Bigfoot's right. Your computer is twitching, and so are we. I guess so is the chat.
Needs to.
Uh-oh.
Huh. I'll ask Caleb about that here in a second. I think it's just an update that it needs to restart to finish. But welcome in, everybody. We are episode 16. It's
kind of flying by.
It's flying by, man. I feel like just the other day we were doing like episode 5.
Yeah.
But
crazy.
Glad to be here. I'm stoked for the pod. I do have some weird news.
Fantastic.
And I don't have any great news. Just the weird stuff. However, that edit that you made for the little chat we had the other day about the word demure. Or demure.
Yeah.
Demure?
One of those. Demure?
Demure. I'm getting English lessons from the peanut gallery over here. AKA my wife. She was like, no, it was demure. I still don't think I'm saying it right. But Sexy Bigfoot sent me a video of a guy who used it in everyday language, and I just don't get it. It's my least favorite.
That word?
It's my least favorite word. I think. It just I don't think it adds anything to it. But
wait, hold on. Is it your least favorite sounding word, or like what it means and how it sounds?
I hate people who use it and think that they are being like
demure.
Yeah. Yeah, when people are like, wow, that's so demure. Shut up.
Yeah. Like, look at my language. Look at the word I know.
Be quiet. You just learned that word the other day. No one thinks you're cool.
It's like when I learned dank.
Yeah.
Only not because it's an old
when
word,
people use the word demure, it's almost the same feeling of like when an older person learns like a younger person's slang and they try to use it. And it's like, that doesn't sound good coming out your mouth. And I just don't think that anybody, I don't think demure sounds good coming out of anybody's mouth.
Gotcha. Do you think old people look at young people saying it? Like, hypothetically, I think my great-grandmother's ghost would probably be like, oh, we used to use that all the time.
Yeah, we used to say demure.
Coming out of your mouth.
Demure is a stuck-up word. Exactly. Yeah. Like, if you're not the Queen of England, be quiet.
Erect is also a stuck-up word.
Erect?
No, it's... Sorry.
Oh my God. If you don't get that joke, just wait a minute. It'll kick in.
Oh, shoot. Listen, Sexy Bigfoot. You're so cool.
Freaking got me, bro. I like... That was such a good joke. Oh my God. We're off to a great start, guys.
I might be getting you with these wordplays, man.
Your wordplay is next to none. Like, top notch. This man could rap battle Eminem. But he'd be putting like just wordplay together, and everybody be like, what? And then they'd all go home, and then they'd be laying in bed at night, and then they'd hit him, and they're like, oh my God, that guy is crazy.
I would just get absolutely like dismantled by him, and then people would be like, wait a minute.
Yeah, wait a minute. That other guy should have won. Did you hear what he said?
I just got it.
He said erect was a stuck-up word.
Oh, man.
Goodness gracious.
You might have a kid out there, geez, with all these dad jokes.
I know. I think I'm rubbing off on you.
Oh no.
It's clipped. It's clipped.
Maggie.
Appreciate it. Well, let's. Who requested this movie?
Kevin.
Kevin. Okay, this is a good pick for Kevin.
So he did Jojo Rabbit, and then you've already seen it.
Yeah.
So this was on his list.
You skipped to the next one.
The movie was Gladiator, 2000, Russell Crowe.
Oh, I watched the other one. I'm just kidding. I did, however, watch the extended edition.
Oh, really?
It was like 20. It was like 20 minutes longer, and I don't know what was extended about it because I haven't seen the non-extended version. There was a scene at the end that kind of felt like an extended version. Don't ask me what that scene was. I don't really remember.
Gotcha.
Actually, no, I do remember.
Okay.
I do remember. The guy who was Russell Crowe's friend through the whole like Gladiator time, he was chained to him.
Yes.
In the beginning. Yes. You know those little statues that he had?
Yes.
At the end of the movie, he buries those little statues in the Roman Colosseum. Was that in your version that you watched?
Think so.
Okay, so that was probably the extended part. And there was probably like a couple other scenes throughout the movie that were a little bit extended, but
interesting.
But
how did you find the extended?
Just on Amazon, I typed in Gladiator, and it was like Gladiator Extended Edition, and I said,
"Gotcha.
Why would I not watch the extended edition? I want all of this movie." But it was a great movie. Listen, if that's not like the pinnacle or one of the pinnacles of a man movie, I don't know what is. It is a very just like dude movie, in my opinion. Not like dude, but it's like just like a guy movie.
Speaks to the experience.
Lots of violence, lots of heroism. It just very it itches that part in your brain that makes you think that you could be a gladiator in the Roman Colosseum.
Right.
Sounds like a girl movie to me.
Might
But it is a serious movie. The topic of the movie is very serious, but I enjoyed it a lot. I knew I would because I've been wanting to see Gladiator for years, probably, and I just have never gotten around to watching Gladiator, and so I'm glad that this was on the list because like it forces me to watch them.
Oh, for sure.
But did you know Gladiator used to bathe in oil and sell it to fans?
Yep. Yeah.
Gladiators did?
Gladiators were nuts. Yeah.
Dang.
There's so much lore with gladiators, and it's really fascinating.
I need to know more now, I guess.
I think there was something
That's
about
like that Bella Delphine lady that sold her bath water.
It's exactly the same.
It's exactly this. She was a gladiator.
Yeah.
A gladiator of OnlyFans.
Gladiator horror.
Oh.
Sorry. Wait, can I say that?
Another word. Another word play. Whoa. Well, hello there, everyone.
Sorry.
Hi, Mary the Dingus. Sorry you had to hear that.
But so, yeah, no, it was a great movie.
Maggie, I think I still have the rent, or we can rent it again.
Did you rent it? Okay, that makes sense.
I rented it, yeah.
Okay, because the one I watched was, I think, just on Amazon, and so
was it free?
Yeah, so I think so.
Oh well, I paid $3 to watch the extended edition.
There you go. That's cool.
It was $3 for an extra 20 minutes of the movie.
It was either that or free with ads. I wasn't sure.
Oh, maybe.
It was good.
Yeah, no, very fun movie. Very. It does have a little bit of an age to it. There's a little bit of the.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I heard the erect joke too. I just didn't have a moment to comment. Dang it. Oh man. But there's definitely, like, you can tell that it was an older film. There's some things like some special effects that are less special now than they were back then.
Yeah.
One really noticeable one that I saw, apart from a lot of them, was when the big German gladiator guy got shot with all the arrows. You could see like the pad underneath his tunic that.
Oh, interesting.
That all the arrows are stuck into. So that part was kind of like a giggle because I was like, they did not hide that very well. But apart from that, man, I was like, geez, this movie's fantastic. I half believed that he was gonna live through the whole thing, and then I was like, but that was never the point. It was never the point for him to live through the whole thing.
Spoiler alert.
They had a German gladiator. They had a German barbarian. So the barbarians in this movie to the north were the Germans, and in the very first scene, there was a word spoken in German that I know because of Michael. Nice. It was Hunda.
Oh yeah, I heard that too.
Like the main guy, the dude who held the head up, called all the Romans Hundas. Maybe I don't want to see it. It's very brutal, but I think you'd like it. I guess maybe.
Yeah. It's good.
We can watch it again. There's kissing, and I'll tell you when it happens, and you can look away.
Oh. Oh no. When this movie came out, I remember it being super hyped up, and kind of rightfully so. But by the time I watched it, the first time, I was a little underwhelmed. But after watching it again, and I don't think I knew it came out in 2000 the first time I watched it.
Sure.
But watching it again, I was like, okay, this is actually a vibe, surprisingly. And it's a really good movie. It's the definition of solid. Say what? Oh, it means dog.
Female dog.
Mm-hmm.
In German.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I actually enjoyed it this time way more than the first time I saw it. And I didn't see it until a few years ago.
Gotcha. Another movie that I've been wanting to watch is Troy, which is a similar time.
Yeah.
But I've never seen that one.
I haven't either.
Maggie's dad watches it like once every month. And I just haven't seen it. Nope.
Seen parts, haven't seen it. Yeah. I need to.
Somebody put it in the list. I've seen 300.
Oh, I've seen 300.
300.
I've seen that 300
a great
times.
movie. Yeah.
That's a great movie.
I've seen it 400 times. But yeah, no, Gladiator, great film. Very. Oh, another one of the special effects that I thought was kind of silly was when he is like dying in the Colosseum for the last part, and like his body like picks up off the floor and like starts moving.
Sure.
You remember?
Yeah, it was weird because
he's like slipping into the afterlife.
Yeah, in the beginning of the movie, they do a very similar shot, but it's top down. It's straight on his face, and he's like north-south to it, and then it moves upwards.
Yeah.
But at the last part, he's to the side, and it moves to the side.
Yeah.
And so it doesn't look as good.
I liked that
whenever
part.
it happens. Whenever it happens in the first point, I was like, ooh, that's a good shot, because it's like, what's going on? And it's practical.
Mm-hmm.
At least the first shot. And then the second time they do it, it's like, okay, why'd you change it up? Because
I think the second time it was practical effects too, but they pick him up and then the ground moves underneath him and the camera's stuck on his face.
Right. But it's showing movement, even though it's a cool way to show movement.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't say it was bad. It was an interesting. I've never seen.
It's weird.
I've never seen that.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna rate this movie a 9.
Okay, nice.
I enjoyed this movie. I would watch this movie again. I will watch this movie again.
Good.
Enjoyed it a lot.
Good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I went into this not really looking forward to it because I thought I remembered it well.
Yeah.
But man, I wish I saw this in theaters. You know what I mean? Because it must have been insane. Like the first time they go to the like Roman, Colosseum.
Yeah.
And they show from the gladiators' point of view. That must have been incredible. This also, Ridley Scott, he's made a lot of mistakes filmmaking, but one thing he always is great at is costume design.
Yeah.
And the costume design for this was like just otherworldly.
Yeah,
it looked
really
like
good.
It was filmed in ancient Rome. It was insane.
Yeah, I think they did a really good job keeping the immersion of it all.
Yeah, for sure. And I also didn't. Oh man, that's another thing. I didn't remember it being 2.5 hours, but watching it, it doesn't feel like 2.5 hours.
No,
it goes by real.
It goes by very quickly.
Yeah,
it's very entertaining. There's always something happening, and the story is driven forward very well.
Mm-hmm.
And so you don't feel like you're stuck in a spot.
You did have to break to shoot a hornet's nest? What? Oh, Justin did.
Huh?
Did you use the what Maggie said?
Oh,
geez, 103 million was the budget.
Is that a lot?
Back in, that's a fair amount, but back in 2000, that's a lot. I mean, that even with Napoleon, like all the budget seems to go to just straight to costumes.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
Was that new Napoleon movie good?
Man, it was I want to say extremely misleading to put it nicely. I enjoyed it. Especially in theaters. Holy crap, the cannons in theaters was you could feel it in your chest.
Yeah.
It was so nice. Um, there's not too many Napoleonic movies that are like great and hold your attention.
Sure.
Sometimes they can, just because the battle is kind of, it's like the shoot, reload, and takes forever. They did a good job of covering that up with just a bunch of different action. It was, oh man, I could go on about this a lot.
Wait, hold on. Did you rate Gladiator?
I'm gonna give it a man. I'm gonna give it a 9. Yeah. Because I can't. It was so much better than the first time I watched it.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it the first time or the second time more than the first time.
Like the first time I watched it, I would give it like a. If I was being harsh, like a 6, 7, 8 or 6, 7, 6, 7, 5.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just watched it in a better space, I think. Let all the hype die down.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I'm interested in watching that Napoleon movie.
There's kissing scenes in that one too. Nothing, I think, too crazy. There's actually one that's freaking hilarious, but it's a interesting time.
I like how you put that.
Yeah.
Kissing. There are kissing scenes.
Very
that needs to be our code word from now on. That if there's a movie that has kissing in it, then we tell each other.
There's a guy I watch on YouTube that literally, because he doesn't want to get demonetized, or at the time didn't want to get demonetized, he would always go kissing with a lisp, and that would mean it would mean different things depending on the context. He would word it very well. Kissing with naughty bits. Oh, there you go.
Kissing of the naughty bits, or
with?
Hold up.
I don't want to spoil anything.
But my virgin ears. But yes, the halfway through the movie, Maggie's dad came into the room and was like, "Hey, we're shooting at the hornet's nest." And nice. There is a Japanese murder hornet nest in a tree about 100 yards away for the back deck. And gotcha. There's a tree with, I'll have to get a picture of it, but there's a tree with like 3 woodpecker like holes that woodpeckers were living in. And they got taken over by these Japanese murder hornets. And so now you can just see like the nest in each one of the holes, pecker holes. But yesterday we took a pellet gun and tried to shoot into the hole. And
really?
Yeah, okay. But it had a scope on it that wasn't quite sighted in. So then Brett went and got a 22, and it was a little bit better sighted in, but not quite on. And then we went and got a 12 gauge. And then we went and I got my AR-15. But none of us wanted to get close enough. Like I couldn't get close enough with my AR to like really be accurate because I don't have a scope that has magnification.
Okay.
So it was really hard to hit like a 5-inch hole at 100 yards.
Sure.
With an AR.
Dang.
But we did hit it a couple times. We put some rounds into it. But we hit it. We hit it a couple times, and they got pissed.
Like, at best, they got pissed?
Yeah.
Where's that? You saw the video of they had a drone hooked up with a flamethrower taking on one of those.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We need to get Maggie, we need to get a drone. We need to buy a drone.
Or at least get one with like that really good anti-wasp spray.
Yeah.
It's like 4 of those and just ready to go.
This is what we do. We get a drone. We put a pretty long string on it, okay? We get some tannerite. We tie it to the string. We float the string and the tannerite over the hole, and then we shoot the tannerite floating midair.
There you go. Why not? This is America. We can do that.
I mean, come on.
It's an invasive species. Let's do it.
I was more excited for the flamethrowing aspect. I don't have one that shoots. I don't know if I could buy a piss them off even more. The idea. Well, listen. They look. They don't know where it's coming from. Okay. They just know stuff's going in and out. Don't tell TikTok that, they'll freak out. Yeah, I'm gonna Google flamethrowing drone. But
I think it was just a flamethrower they hooked up to a drone. I don't think it was an actual like designated flamethrower drone.
Well, there you go.
There you go. Just like a Zippo's lighter. Not can of hairspray.
Not these ones. Sexy Bigfoot. We pissed them off pretty well, and they had no idea where it was coming from. I just want a flamethrower. They sell those. They have them.
See, when you said hornet's nest, I assumed you guys were taking the what is it called? The bug assaulter.
No.
Gun.
No. Yeah. Actual firearms.
Yeah. No, this was heavy duty.
But yeah, no, and it's not just regular hornets either. It's the big ones. They're like the size of my thumb. It's crazy.
Yeah. No, I hate their nightmare fuel.
The size of a large bird.
The next step in them taking over.
That seems excessive and wasteful. No one asked you, Kevin.
What does? Kevin's like, you're not using a plane. It's not
shooting bullets into a tree.
Tracker jack. No, thank you.
What's a tracker jacker?
From what is that movie called? Jeez, big blank. Maggie's typing it out. Looking at the next Hunger Games. Thank you.
Oh,
looking for the next movie.
Kevin, good pick on Gladiator.
Oh, Maggie's next. Looks like School of Rock.
School of
is the
Rock.
Next one. Yeah.
Big.
That's fun. I'm excited about that one.
Big bet. I've seen parts of this movie. I haven't seen all of it.
Yeah.
I do believe I lied the other day and told someone that I had seen the movie just so that the conversation would not evolve around me not seeing the movie. Sure. And I just pretended like I knew what I was talking about.
I'm cool with that if you wanted to.
Okay, we can make it that, and then
right,
and then School of Rock will be next.
Sure. Nice. I'm excited for Troy. Let's see, Troy. Writing it down.
Jack Black. Listen, he may have said some things.
He didn't say anything.
He may have done some things. I don't know. But he's a funny guy.
School of Rock is fantastic. Yes. Yes, his bandmate was
his bandmate Diddy. Anyhow, yeah. So this hornet nest, we shot some bullets into it. I have some 9mm tracer rounds for my gun for my
let's go
for my pistol. They're called streakers.
I can't say anything. Very nice. Every single one of them's streaker.
Yep, all of them.
Nice.
And they're not like they don't burn. It's like a glowing stuff on the back, so that when it shoots, it like lights up, but it looks like lasers. It looks like you're shooting lasers. What's up, Heather?
That's awesome, man. Shouldn't the overwhelming urge to run around in the nude.
In the nude, yeah. You have to shoot. Listen, if an intruder comes in at night, he's going to see two streakers. He's going to see me, and he's going to see the bullets flying towards him. Yeah. So that was a fun little break from watching the movie, and then I went back to watching the movie.
Yeah. No, that's man. That's a lot of ordnance. I love it.
Yep.
What's up, Caleb?
Yeah, I want to get. I was gonna shoot my 243 through it, but it's buried behind some stuff in my trailer, so I couldn't get to it.
Gotcha. But which one's which, Maggie? uh, huh.
The
Man,
one's gonna scare him to death, and the other's gonna kill him. I feel like they'll both scare him to death and kill him. Your guess is as good as mine. Yeah, man. Demure is I can't get away from it, and the more I say it, the worse the worse it's gonna get. I just thought about it. I just it just came into my brain again.
It's haunting your dreams. Man.
Yeah, I'm gonna have dreams about it.
Well, your phone's listening to you, and it's like, oh, he must like this word. Let's send
he
more.
loves this word. No, leave me alone.
Stop.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, no. I can't think of too many actual words that annoy me. It's words in a certain order that annoy me. Like whenever Laker's talking. But yeah, I can't think of a word that would be like that.
It's the new game. Yeah, you think of that word, and then you're like, frick, I lost.
I got a lot.
Caleb's got lots of words like what did he say the other day while we were playing?
I can't say that one.
Frick.
Regardless and irregardless, I don't get it. Are those your words or demure? So we got bored with the latest slang.
And this person who starts the trend appears.
It's an oxymoron.
Oh, words that annoy you? Like Bloody Mary.
Bloody Mary annoys you?
No. That was two different comments. Caleb said, I got lots of words that annoy me.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at our notes here, and this is from last episode. Did we talk about AI assistant?
AI assistant?
Yeah, I think you wrote that down.
If I wrote that, it was the AI chatbot talking about how it or what was going on in the chat that I was watching. Yeah.
Yeah. Did we talk about Joe B? Gamer subs, lean.
Oh, goodness gracious. I forgot about this one. Did you hear about the gamer subs controversy?
No, I'm not sure what gamer subs is.
Gamer subs is like a secondary to, what is it called? That like energy drink that caters to gamers.
Okay.
G Fuel.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know. Yeah, I guess it would be a knockoff of that.
Sure.
But it helps a lot smaller content creators.
Yeah.
And they get to name their own flavors, right?
Okay.
And a lot of them the ones I remember I don't want to say because they're just dumb. But somebody made a flavor called lean.
Okay.
There you go, Caleb. And they had Joe Biden as like their little mascot on the can, right? Which I mean, it's kind of crazy. You know what lean is? It's the drink.
The drink?
Yeah, it's essentially what NyQuil and some sort of alcohol, I think. But it's very popular narcotic.
No, I went to church as a child.
See, you didn't go to the right church. That's a communion at my church. No, but so NyQuil, and that's what it was. NyQuil and Sprite. You're right.
NyQuil and Sprite is lean.
Yes. It's a very popular drink. A lot of rappers talk about it. But they had this gamer sub called Lean with Joe Biden on it.
Yeah.
And apparently, sorry, I'm trying to remember from like over a week ago. The FBI sent a cease and desist on on the company. The company is out of Australia, I believe, and I think it started in possibly Maggie. Sent a cease and desist for defamation towards a president. Yeah. So
they called it lean and put Joe on it because of the NyQuil portion, the sleepy part.
I don't even get I'm guessing so. It baffles me that those are that connected, because for me, I didn't make that connection.
Huh.
But
maybe just because it had his face on it.
Well, it was a cartoon. It wasn't him. It was like a caricature. Sorry, it was a caricature of him. And yeah, they sent a cease and desist.
Yeah. Grow up.
Exactly. So what Lean did is I believe, just changed the caricature up. So what happened to the call of President Hitler? Yeah, right. Exactly. And their reasoning, I don't remember the reasoning word for word, but it was very petty. It's not an actual thing.
Yeah.
I think if they went to court, they would be fine. Should have drank some. Would have been funny. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That, Maggie, that is how you judo chop and look good in the process.
Yeah. Give
not sending the FBI after a company.
Get Joe some of that sirs up.
Yeah. But yeah, they changed the caricature up. Apparently they put sunglasses on him and then put purple lens flares over his eyes.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just
interesting,
ridiculous situation.
When you said lean, I thought, because I'm thinking video game drink, I thought in first person shooters you lean like
Rainbow Six. Yeah, that's funny. Nah, that's a very fair point.
Interesting.
But yeah, I believe it's freedom of this falls under freedom of expression. Yes,
I would assume. So did GamerSupps get in trouble for this, or did the creator that made the brand?
I believe GamerSupps.
Because
GamerSupps got contacted because somebody
they greenlit it.
Made that. Yes. Even though they have a bunch of immature names for stuff.
Oh yeah.
It's where you go when you can't get G Fuel sponsorships.
Right. So, I should go get GamerSupps sponsorship. I would probably never drink the stuff, but
probably shouldn't, I'm guessing.
I don't think I wouldn't drink gamer fuel either. So
yeah. Oh dude, there was that one time that Justin and I had what was it? The Nuka-Cola gamer fuel.
Yeah.
And put it in the Mountain Dew gamer fuel stuff. The OG gamer fuel.
Oh boy. You mixed them?
Yeah, we made a video. Where did he? I don't think we made a video for it, and then he's like, you know what? I don't think I'm going to post videos anymore. I'll see if I can find that. I mean, I edited it, so I have a copy.
Maggie, post a picture of it in the Discord. But that's so interesting. Oh. Yeah, I have something I had something today. So for the past month, I'd probably say I've been on a lunch slump.
Okay.
Where I'm just I don't want to make lunch. I don't want to eat a sandwich. I don't even care if somebody else made me a sandwich. I just don't want to eat a sandwich. Because it's just easier to leave the house and then get something up on the way during lunchtime. However, on TikTok, I've been seeing this guy called the Trash Man, or the Garbage Man. I think it's the Garbage Man. And he is a dude, probably in his mid-20s, who is a garbage man. And on his breaks, or on his lunch break, he started doing this thing where he takes a head of lettuce, a full head of lettuce, and just bites into it, and then like puts little toppings, and then squirts a little salad dressing, and then takes another bite, and he just eats this head of lettuce, right? And calls it a trash salad.
Okay.
For whatever, because he's a trash guy, right?
Sure.
And it blew up on the internet. Like, this man has, in probably 3 weeks, millions of followers now, and his videos get millions of views. And like, Dude Wipes is sending him wipes. Like, he is very quickly got success from just eating a head of lettuce. It's similar to just hitting stuff with hammers and just thinking like, I'm gonna post a funny video of me eating a head of lettuce. And so he inspired me to, I was like, that looks, for some reason, that looks really good.
Nice.
And this guy would also take like chicken breasts and like lay them on his dashboard. He lives in Idaho. And he would heat the chicken off the dashboard, like the sun in the dashboard. And so he'd have like a warm dashboard chicken, and that's what he calls it. It's kind of gross. No, Idaho.
That's what he said, Idaho.
But anyway, so I, the other day, got a head of lettuce and some bacon bits and some freaking, they have Parmesan crisps. It's like crispy Parmesan, like chips, essentially. And some ranch, and that's what I had for lunch today. And let me tell you, I'm gonna be having trash salad for a while.
Ooh, let's go.
Also, a head of lettuce is only $2, so
there you go.
You know, plus the toppings, you're spending like a max. If you wanted a fancy salad, you're spending $10, maybe.
Let's go. Nice,
and it's healthy. And I was watching one of his videos, and he was like, people ask me, why did I start eating heads of lettuce? And he's like, and there was a guy who's a bodybuilder or whatever. And he said the fastest way to cut weight is shredded lettuce. You just eat shredded lettuce. And so he was like, so I just took that and decided to not waste the time shredding it and just eat the lettuce. Which I thought was funny. So he just starts eating these salads, and now he's a famous on. And so I ate one, and they're great. I would encourage you, try a trash salad. Go grab a head of lettuce.
That's really interesting, because it so you're saving money on plates too.
Yeah, you don't have to. No Tupperware. I stuck the whole head in my lunchbox with a bottle of ranch and a packet of bacon bits.
Let's go. It was great.
It was great. And in the future, I will be making like grilled chicken and stuff and bring that with me to add some protein to it.
Nice.
I will say, pro tip, I have a smaller like mouth hole, and so trying to bite down on a whole head of lettuce is kind of tough. So I did make eggs, boiled eggs for him. So I have my sister, I sent Janae a video of it, and so she was like, if you just cut that into a wedge, it'd be easier to eat. So I've now cut the lettuce into wedges, and it's going to be more manageable to eat. The parm chips, the parm chips were great. Really Sexy Bigfoot knows who I'm talking about. What did Dingus say? Apparently, I need to make a video. I often stop at a grocery store and buy sushi at 6 a.m. for breakfast. Bro, you should.
Wait, I did. Oh, grocery store. Okay. I had to double check. I thought he said gas station.
Gas station sushi's, it's about the same.
Oh man. No, that's freaking sweet, dude. And that's good because of the slump.
Yeah.
And it's healthy.
Right.
So
and
that's a lot to look forward to.
It got me out of the slump, and I'm like excited for lunch now. And listen, let's be honest. I was eating Quick Trip hot dogs for lunch, and when you eat a lot of those, you just start to feel it, and you start feeling heavy.
Yeah.
So I was like, I need to get on some freaking salad.
There you go. I like it.
I don't get the whole. Oh, we got someone in the YouTube. What's up, Poop? I don't get the whole vegan or carnivore diet thing. Just eat food. Yeah, but it's about the food that you eat. You can't just eat whatever.
Yeah. Even carnivore diet, like you need to watch the meat you eat.
Gas station sushi is expensive. Yeah, me and Joy used to get sushi from Super One in Kalispell, and it was pretty good.
Is she okay?
Yeah, it wasn't bad. It was actually
That's
pretty
good.
good. I believe they make it
Man.
fresh every other day.
Okay. Gotcha.
Or something I don't know.
Man, if you were trying to convince me to do that, I don't think there was any way you could.
To get you to eat
Just
gas station. Well, you don't like sushi to begin with.
I like that, yeah. But I like gas station sushi also like nowhere near freshwater ingredients.
Yeah.
Or saltwater ingredients.
Right, in Montana, gas station.
Yeah.
Listen,
But
there's not much that I won't eat, but there are some questionable things in a gas station that I don't think I would pick up. There's like prepackaged hard-boiled eggs. I don't think I would eat those.
Sure. Are those like special pills? I wouldn't eat those either. Yeah, same, Maggie. Just some questions on you.
There's just certain things I'm just like, I don't have a good feeling about that.
Nah.
Or sometimes you walk into a gas station and you look at their little hot box and it's like, how long has that been sitting there?
Wait, what?
I didn't say I would eat gas station sushi. I eat grocery store sushi.
But not hard-boiled eggs? Wait, I thought you liked eggs.
I do. Just not gas station eggs.
Yeah, no.
I have
What about pickled eggs?
Let's be clear. I have never had gas station sushi.
Wait, I thought. Oh, okay. Never mind.
Super One's a grocery store.
Super One's a grocery store.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Super One's like a resource.
I was picturing a different place when you said that.
Or Publix.
Why does it sound familiar? I thought Super One was a gas station. Yeah.
No. No. Super One's a grocery store. It's a nice grocery store.
Very nice. Well, good for you.
let me be clear. Super One is not a gas station. Super One is a grocery store.
That's why I was like, is Joy okay?
Yeah.
Like, are you okay?
No. Yeah, we just every Sunday we'd go get gas station sushi. I'm just kidding.
Oh my gosh, that would be awful.
Yeah, I know that was that was the goal. Was let me be clear. Let me be clear. Let me be clear. I did not have sexual relations with that man.
That drone strike was not a sexual relation.
But so trash salad. It's a great pick. So gonna be on that for a while. Nice. Hopefully dropping some pounds. And then I think I told you about my Peloton bike that I got for super cheap.
No.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I got like a $1,200 Peloton bike for $300.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
All right. Hold on, what?
Sexy Bigfoot. I'll eat anything from a gas station. I don't give a frick.
Oh man. And 3 pair of shoes. Yeah, man. Man, I got completely.
Wait, what did we penetrate the hell out of?
Yeah. No, she's talking about the. I know.
Huh?
She's talking about the drone strikes. I
think.
Yeah. No, that came in late, and I was like, "What? Are you what?"
Oh man, I was like, "Hold up, man."
Shoot.
Goodness gracious.
Man, we were going somewhere, and then I just saw penetration.
Yeah, I lost all train of thought. Let me pull up some weird news here.
Sure.
Get us back on track on something. This is a dangerous zone. We're in a dangerous area where
tightrope. Can't say anything.
Where we go down.
Put us on a list.
We go down a path that we can't come back from.
Going down a path I can't follow.
Get them beer and weed munchies at 2 a.m. There's only Circle K around.
Oof. Oh, dude.
What?
Good times.
Circle K.
No, Sure. No, just being hungover and being hungover in Miami, Oklahoma, and having the best quesadillas at my fingertips. It was amazing. Peloton bike. That's what it was.
Yeah, I got one.
Yes.
I haven't been able to use it because I had to order size 15 shoes for it, but
Makes sense.
But I will keep everyone updated on my progress. You get to just bicycle wherever you want. It's like scenic bicycle rides and stuff. It's pretty sick.
Yeah. I want to say there's a Skyrim companion where you're pedaling and it's pushing you forward in Skyrim.
There's a Skyrim mod for it.
I think so. That might have not have been a bike. That might have been the treadmill.
Yeah.
Peloton. But
that's pretty sick.
Yeah. Justin, get off the Peloton bike. You've been on there for 4.5 hours.
I'm almost to
Winterfell.
I have to get up this freaking mountain.
Winterfell, not Winterfell.
Which isn't off topic of penetration. The bike seat should be illegal. The bike seats are crazy hard, and they are like hard on your butt.
Yeah.
Pause. I haven't. Wait a minute. Sexy Bigfoot. Pause.
Pause.
Double pause. You got to stand. It's not getting better. It's getting worse.
No.
All of this taken out of context is so bad.
Yep.
All right, on to weird news.
Wait, calculus.
This one I find interesting. Each time you resist anger, you rewire your brain to be calmer and more compassionate. A 2015 study conducted by the University of California, well, we know it's BS now, found that each time you resist the urge to act on anger, you actively rewire your brain to become calmer and more compassionate. This process, known as neuroplasticity, strengthens neural pathways associated with self-control and empathy while simultaneously weakening those links to impulsive anger responses. By engaging the prefrontal cortex, the area of the brain responsible for decision-making and emotional regulation, you can develop more measured and thoughtful approach to handle emotion triggers, ultimately fostering a more composed and compassionate mindset. Listen, and if that's true, I think that the opposite is also true. Every time you give in to anger, you get just more angry.
Yes.
And I think that's what happens to gamers. Because
California did a entire study to figure out that like the more you do something, the more you do it, and the more your brain gets used to doing it.
They're like, hey, did you guys know that if you do something enough, you do it more?
Yeah, you're more likely to do it. Oh man, but yeah, Sexy Bigfoot. Well, that's like, okay. I'm just kind of baffled at like what they think the big like.
The discovery
did you
here
know
is, yeah.
This? Yeah, what's the discovery? It's like, I think if you act out of, I'm pretty sure not acting in anger is just compassion.
Yeah.
So they're like, did they just hook up like an EKG and find, I'm guessing they saw the pathways actually linking.
And how do you actively test that? They're like, hey, we need people to come sit down and we're going to hook you up, try to make you angry, but you don't get angry. Get like, resist the anger.
Resist.
So they just go in there and start slinging your mom jokes like crazy.
I don't. It depends on what you're getting angry over.
They just set people down to play Fall Guys. And they said, don't get angry when you play this game.
I played Armor Reforger with people who've never played it before. Not speaking out of experience. No. No, oh gosh, no. I'm not playing Fall Guys. Have fun, Maggie.
I'm not playing Fall Guys.
Yeah, we got so much to do in Minecraft.
Yeah, I got too much to do in Minecraft. Here's another one. And listen, if you're from the UK, type in the chat if you're okay. All right. Rat-sized spiders that eat fish are returning to the UK after nearing extinction. The fern raft spider, which can grow to sizes of rats, are making a notable comeback in the UK, according to the RSPB. I don't know what that stands for. Previously, the species was near extinction, with only 3 isolated populations known in 2010. However, after years of dedicated conservation efforts by the RSPB and Chester Zoo, frick both of those places, their numbers are significantly increased. Now there are estimated 10,000 breeding females thriving across the country. I don't think there's 10,000 breeding human females in that country.
I was going to say that.
These resurgence is a remarkable success story for conservation who have worked tirelessly to restore the species habitat and ensure their survival. This is what we were talking about the other day, okay? We were talking about this the other day, about me going out and shooting spiders, killing bugs, and everyone's like, oh, don't kill the bugs. They just brought back rat-sized fish-eating spiders.
Yeah. Justin, you really, really need to watch the first Jurassic Park. I swear.
They should have let those die.
They're going to do this.
They should have let those die. They should have let them go. Some bleeding heart conservationist was like, oh, the spiders. Listen, it's going to be all fun and games until those things show up in your garbage can every time you open the lid to like throw one away. Or they come swimming up your toilet.
Bro, they don't even have knives to defend themselves.
They don't have
what are they going to do?
They don't have a pot to piss in, because the spiders took over.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, no kidding. I'm surprised it's not related to Australia, honestly. That's so big. And they were there beforehand?
Caleb, you make a point. You make a valid point, but still, that's too big.
Yeah,
they eat fish. They got to be big enough.
Okay,
also, they can catch a fish.
Hear me out. They could eat British people.
They could eat British people.
And, problem solved, right?
I just think that these are like Minecraft spiders now. Roaming.
I was thinking of the Skyrim spiders.
Yeah, or the frost spiders in Skyrim. They're just roaming around.
Oh, man.
What's the name of them? They're called the fern rat spider. Fern, F-E-R-N, raft. R-A-F-T spider. The fern raft spider. Let the spiders cook. I mean, they're going to run out of food and they're going to have to cook them.
Even the spiders are like, man, fish and chips suck.
The fish is okay, but the chips are... I hate it.
Oh, gosh, that would be... Man, maybe they're making... Great Britain purposeful. They don't want people to come visit, so they're making it as crappy as possible.
It seems that way. Why bring that back? Who said that was a good idea?
Yeah, no, it's just because you can doesn't mean you should.
Listen, there are certain things that we should conserve. Okay, pandas, for instance, they're great. They're fun to watch. Mike could care less, but I feel like. I feel like they're an okay thing to conserve, Cows. We should probably conserve those because it's a pretty important part of our society. Chickens. Let's conserve the chickens. Polar bears. Don't really... What's a polar bear ever done for me? You know what I mean? Killer whales.
Polar bears just need to go a little bit south and they'll dominate.
Listen.
I don't know what's going on. Also,
Coke.
like I want to be clear. Sure, pandas are cute.
Yeah.
I think they're cute. Who doesn't think they're cute? Worthless. Still worthless.
Absolutely, but
Yeah.
let me be clear, okay? The jester in a
Let me be
king's
clear.
court is also pretty worthless.
No, man, I disagree, but go ahead.
But I mean, have you watched like a compilation of pandas just doing their thing?
Yeah,
It's funny.
man, sure.
It's amusing.
Sure. Listen, I feel like you can get that other places pretty easily.
Sure.
Just also his bit of a history. Sorry. I'm coming after pandas pretty hard. Like there's been a huge since at least the 80s. There's been huge steps in conserving the conservation of pandas.
Yeah.
And these things are just they should have gone extinct a long time ago.
They're very clumsy and
they're clumsy. They don't eat very
them,
well.
They've driven themselves to extinction.
Yeah, they're not good at breeding. Like there's so many things, and we've spent so much money conserving pandas that like hundreds of other species have gone extinct.
I can see that. I can see where you're coming from.
So yeah, sorry. There's reason behind this.
Rav spiders
Just
seem
me
like the
being like,
type to give live birth.
Who said that?
Maggie
That's
did.
hilarious.
No, I feel you. I see where you're coming from. Do I agree 100%? No, but I do see where you're at. Also, conservationists are kind of like they're crazy in the way that they decide to
Wait, did I lose you?
No, I'm reading. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
In Montana, for instance, there was a wolf or something that they were like, oh, no. It was, there was too many elk in the mountains where they're supposed to be. Okay. Mm-hmm. And instead of just saying, hey, hunters, go out and kill some elk to thin the population, in doing so, feeding people, feeding families, they could have used the meat. Conservationists decided to take gray wolves who are not native to that part of the mountains and release them into the wild, almost making the elk population extinct. Like, it was very close to being completely eradicated, because then the elk, there was too many elk, and then the wolves breed, and then there's more wolves and there's less elk, and there's more wolves and there's less elk, and now wolves are like open season over there. Like, they're varmints. Like, you can literally go out and shoot as many of them as you can, because there's too many. So I am
very annoying.
I am pro get rid of people who conserve. I don't know what that. They never have a good idea. They never have a good idea.
Well, it's like a good idea, but it never goes the way they never see what is going to happen. Like there's so many times that conservationists have just put species from another like continent to fight certain things, and we lose so much.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It never works. Or if it does,
you can't control.
It hardly works.
You can't control the growth of that population after that.
Yeah, no, because they have natural predators where they're from, but they don't here. That happened with the invasive plant species that you've probably seen being in Georgia.
The leafy. Yeah, it's all over the place.
Yeah. That's not from here. That's from Japan. So hold on. I just want to point out, Caleb said that. Thank you. A bear that possesses no threat to humans and could essentially be a pet must be protected. Are you talking about pandas? Because they are notoriously a-holes to people. They're not good pets at all.
They're not nice.
They And they're not even like kill you. They're just like tear your Achilles from the outside.
Just bite you.
So it's like
for
the most
fun.
annoying way of not being good pets.
Steve Irwin
outta
would not
here
be
with
proud
that.
of this conversation. Listen, people get blinded by their love for nature, and then they make it worse. Let nature do what nature does. Sounds like
Also,
a
I'm
big
pretty sure
house cat.
stingrays were conserved, and look what happened. Sounds like a big house cat.
Maybe.
Yeah.
It's more like a big house bear.
Because then a house cat could probably take care of some of the mice. This thing will take care of the bamboo you don't have.
Yeah.
Like, sorry.
And
sorry.
bamboo
I know
doesn't
I'm going
even
after
have
him, but
doesn't even
come on.
really have that high of a nutritional value for bears.
Right, and they have to eat a ton of it,
Yeah.
and it is cute. I'm not denying it's cute, but I'm saying we've spent too much.
We've spent
money.
too much money.
Yeah.
All right, on to the next topic. Back kind of towards the movies.
Sure.
That we were talking about. However, Quentin Tarantino says Toy Story, the Toy Story trilogy is so perfect that he'll never watch Toy Story 4. And listen,
Did he really?
me,
That's hilarious.
Me and Quentin Tarantino have a very similar view on Toy Story. I have seen Toy Story 4, and I wish I hadn't. I wish I would have left it alone. It's
a great trilogy.
It's not a bad movie, but and let me say, in Quentin Tarantino's words, they ended the story as good as they could.
Perfectly.
So they should have stopped there. Or he said it's over. It's over for me. Like, I don't need to see anything else because the story's over.
Oh, I love Tarantino. I swear. I completely agree. Because the third movie was such a good ending.
It was
ridiculous.
the best ending. I think this may be a hot take. I'm not sure. Toy Story, the Toy Story trilogy, the best trilogy out there.
Okay.
I say that because the first one was
one of the best.
The first one was good. The second one was good. And the third one was good. A lot of trilogies, the first one's great, the second one sucks, and the third one's worse.
I will say
Lord of the Rings is up there.
I think Lord of the Rings is better. I think it's probably the best kids movie trilogy.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Other than Lord of the Rings, name another one.
The Batman trilogy.
Every single one of those was good.
Yeah, the second two were. First one was good. It just kept
That's what I'm saying.
In the middle,
that's what I'm saying. If there's one that's not good, like not as good, then it's not as good.
See, I would say Toy Story 2 is not as good as the other ones.
I loved Toy Story 2.
Good. I'm glad you did. But the first one was great. Third one was perfect. You know what I mean? So even if it's like a 9 out of 10, it's not as good as the other two.
Sure. I don't know what Halloween. I've never seen the Halloween movies, so I can't talk about that.
Wait, interesting. Wait, Sexy Bigfoot, you think the first 3 Halloween movies are... That's really interesting. Because that wasn't the second Halloween movie. It was. It didn't have to do with Michael Myers, right? Or am I thinking of a different one? Perhaps. Yeah. Okay.
I think Caleb's talking to Maggie on that one. I just listen. It's just a very, very well done trilogy where all 3 movies are good.
It's up there. And don't get me wrong, I haven't seen the second one in so long, but I loved all 3 of them. I grew up on the first one. I have to watch
the first one came out 1995. It's a great year. So did I. Yeah. I came out that same year too. Yep.
It's you and Kevin's year. Yeah.
Came out of my mom.
Mm-hmm.
In case anybody was wondering, I was clarifying that up.
Wait, Sexy Bigfoot. Isn't there? What am I thinking of? Because there's a Halloween movie that's one of the first ones that doesn't have to do with Mike Myers. There's a Season of the Witch, is the name of it. If you came out that long ago, how are we? What? I'm not gonna answer that. It was gonna be a smart ass response. Man, so thinking of trilogies, Batman trilogy. I've heard the Planet of the Apes trilogy is like one of the best.
Those movies suck.
I'm not watching them. I could care less. Could not care less. How good? There's Caleb.
I mean, you're not wrong. Man. I agree.
You're not wrong, but that's completely made up. Gosh, why am I blanking on trilogies? The Indiana Jones trilogy. The second one's not as good, but it's actually supposed to be a third one. So, Sexy Bigfoot, do you think that's the third one is part of your trilogy? Bourne trilogy.
I don't know what that is.
I haven't seen those three. The Bourne Identity. See, I'm not gonna come up here and say that just because I love episode 1, 2, and 3 of Star Wars doesn't mean I'm gonna defend it compared to Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
The originals are up there, but they're still not as good as Lord of the Rings in my opinion. Pirates of the Caribbean. The first one was the best. First one's so much better than the rest of them, but they're not bad. But it's like out of 10, the first one's a 15.
I think Maggie looked up trilogies.
And I've heard The Godfather is like critically the best.
I've never seen The Godfather.
Honestly, I can't name a single negative on Lord of the Rings as a standalone trilogy. And if
that's
you
true.
did, I would come after you.
That's true. Listen,
Godfather.
I didn't even think about Lord of the Rings when I said my statement. I would say Lord of the Rings is got to be up there. I'm just saying that as far as like the genre that is Toy Story, best trilogy.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. And that's why I paused, because I was like, please say Lord of the Rings, because we're going to get in trouble. But yeah, I think
I've never seen The Godfather.
Yeah, I think Toy Story is the best trilogy of kids' movies, I think. Somebody said Alien. I know the first two Aliens are really good. The second Alien did an awesome thing where it changed genres, and that's hard to do and do right.
Maggie's feeling crazy tonight.
Is that good or bad?
I have no idea. Pray for me.
Yeah, Godfather's like one of the critically most acclaimed, but there's something to do with the director's daughter being a character, and did not do well. So, yeah, I think that's the only thing that people talk about when it comes to anything in The Godfather not being perfect.
So we've named 2, maybe 3 trilogies that are perfect.
That are perfect?
Yeah.
Sure. Lord of the Rings, Toy Story, and Air Bud.
Air Bud. Air Bud.
Actually, no, I never saw the third one.
I feel like every Indiana Jones movie is just a standalone film.
It can be. Well, what's interesting is that I didn't know this when I watched him as a kid, but the second movie is actually a prequel. The Incredibles movies. Yeah. They need a third one for the Incredibles.
Monsters Inc. But listen, I think that the problem is that if any of those movies came out tomorrow, they wouldn't be good. All of the trilogies that we're talking about have been released before cinema became like a joke, essentially.
Yeah, but I mean, you can kind of say that with everything. If Toy Story came out,
That's what I'm
you don't
saying.
think it would be ruined?
If it came out today, it would be terrible.
Oh, okay, sure. Rocky, that's a good trilogy. I think I've only seen the first one.
So, are movies a trilogy if there's only just been 3 of the movies?
Uh,
Because like Star Wars, there's a obviously there's a trilogy,
yeah.
but there's also 8 of the movies. So it's like,
Well, Star Wars is considered they. That's a good point. It kind of depends on where people draw the lines
yeah,
because Indiana Jones, there's like 5 movies now.
right,
There's 3 original. Star Wars, 3 original, 3 prequel, 3 sequel. So it's like each one of those are trilogies.
yeah.
Um, so it's kind of, it depends on where you draw the line. But like trilogies, I would consider there was something that had a 4th movie, and I usually don't consider it a trilogy because of that. Right, right. But if it has a 4th movie, is it no longer like the Star Wars movies? Sharknado. Oh, eat it. Best trilogy.
um,
Oh man.
the reason I brought this article up is because I feel the way that Quentin Tarantino feels about Toy Story, I feel about the Marvel universe. Like
Oh, sure,
in
yeah.
game happened, and I said, that's the end of the story. Like they
Yeah.
ended it well. I thought, and
Yeah.
I was like, every Marvel movie that I've tried to watch after that, apart from like a couple that are
Spider-Man.
like, yeah, some Spider-Mans, it's just they're just not good. This just,
Yeah. Yeah, no, I've often like I feel bad a little bit for like the creators and actors and whatnot. I feel bad for some of the Marvel uh process because they gave us exactly like what we needed and wanted. And then they were like uh uh like we'll go forward with something. It's like, yeah, no, I was gonna ask that too, Sexy Bigfoot.
I don't like it.
Mm,
I don't know.
it's weird to
I
me.
don't know why in the same universe you're gonna have the same, because now listen, this is and maybe I'm not big enough of a nerd to have figured this out and I don't know the lore, but if RDJ plays Iron Man and RDJ plays Doctor Doom, they're both characters in a Marvel universe, and the multiverse has become a thing, that means in one strand of the multiverse Iron Man becomes Doctor Doom.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Yeah, no, I know
so
what you
that
mean.
doesn't make any sense to me as to why they would make that character. They could have just made RDJ Iron Man again because of the multiverse. Like another
Yeah.
another him could have just come from some other place and become Iron Man again.
So I believe there was a bunch of lore dropped in. This is what I've heard. I
Yeah.
did not spend time to watch it. But apparently there's a lot of lore and rules dropped in the Loki show
Uh huh.
to the point where allegedly a bunch of the um universes got cut down to like 6. So
Like the multiverse got shrunk.
I don't know. It shrunk by a lot. Apparently, they did some MacGuffin stuff to make it shrink down
They
quite
had
a
a
bit.
multiverse holocaust. It just
Actually, that's kind of the point of I guess maybe spoiler alert, but that's kind of the point of the new Deadpool movie
uh,
is him trying to keep a universe alive, essentially.
well, Deadpool's
Um,
already gone through space and time and the multiverse and killed himself.
yeah. And it's weird because he's also like fourth wall, so he's
Yeah.
yeah, that's the whole thing. Loki Shore literally. Oh wow. Probably. I mean, you have to, in order to deal with the multiverse and then also fix it, you have to negate Endgame, right? Because like that's what I hated about multiverses. It's like, so we did win. Like we would find, it's a multiverse. It's infinite. You can always find infinite ways they won.
Right.
You don't like it. Loki became the. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. HNIC. So, yeah, man, J Bob and I got in an argument with Kevin talking about how overused the multiverse is.
Yeah, it's a ruiner of shows. Like if any show becomes a multiverse, it's done.
Oh.
Like you're done for.
Justin, do you need to go deal with that? I can cover.
I think she's laughing and crying.
Oh, okay.
I don't think she would say I'm crying in the chat for me to come.
Well, she was also like,
"What are you laughing at?"
Earlier. Okay, good. Because we're such unbelievable nerds. Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. That's why I didn't think you were saying that, but that's hilarious. No offense, Caleb. Holy crap. Man. That's really funny.
Wait, Loki became that
head person in charge. Yes, of the like multiverse stuff.
No offense, Caleb really sent me over the edge. I didn't know what that meant. I was like, I don't know. I don't know the acronyms. I'm terrible with acronyms anyhow.
I didn't want it to be that. So I was like, there's no way that's what that G's for. Oh man. That's hilarious. Shoot, man. Man. Yeah, no, so
the other one's better.
It's interesting you said is a colossal failure in all regards. Just from the outside looking in, it looked like a lot of people were satisfied with it, but I think those are probably the Kevin fans who might be okay with a lot.
Yeah.
Now I feel guilty. It's very generous.
It's all good, Sexy Bigfoot. Nobody cares.
Bro, what generation? The freaking 50s?
Nobody gives a flying fart.
A lot of people just want to watch Loki shenanigans. Fair, because Tom Hiddleston is very entertaining. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think about once every like month or so we talk about how much we've maybe not that often. Maybe we're like biannually.
Yeah, at least twice a season.
Twice a season. It's
2 to 3 times a season.
We're like,
we talk about.
I'm so disappointed in Marvel Universe, and I don't think it's ever going to get better, and that's okay, because I'm kind of done with it. I'm not really interested.
Maybe a controversial take, or a take that kind of sucks. Maybe it's okay to be done with things.
I think so too. I mean? I think like, that the season
you had enjoyment.
The season is over for me, and I think that people are enjoying some of the Marvel movies. Obviously, there's been several that were not enjoyed by anyone, i.e., Madam Web.
Mm-hmm.
And what was the other one that was like a big flop?
The Marvels.
Yeah.
The Eternals.
Every Marvel, Doctor Strange 2. Every Marvel movie since Endgame.
except for the Deadpool one.
Yeah.
But man, it's hard to count that.
You don't put that in. Yeah, you can't put that even in the same category. It's crazy. And I wish that they were still good, because I enjoyed superhero movies, but I feel like they're just not, like, they're not superhero movies anymore. It's too like
They're Power Ranger movies.
agenda-based, politically charged movies that you can feel it.
Sure. Outside of Spider-Man and
Guardians of
Guardians
the
of the
Galaxy
Galaxy 3. Oh my gosh, that was hard to watch.
Besides those
Yes,
three,
I heard
not a
about that.
single one of them
Yeah.
has turned a profit. Dang.
Yes, I heard about that.
Oof.
But then Deadpool came out and like blew away everything.
They were like, all right, guys, we have money for more shit. Back in my day, yeah, listen here, kid. You don't know nothing about the original Iron Man movies. But yeah, it's rough. But, you know, at the same time, kind of every movie, apart from
comes to an end.
a very small handful of movies, are just not good anymore. I haven't wanted to go see a movie in a very long time. I used to see trailers and I'd be like, oh, that movie looks really cool. I'm going to go see that. And then I haven't had that urge.
I think I want to say I think that's been the case forever. I think there's always been way more meh movies than great movies.
Sure.
But two things have happened since then. One thing, these like mega movies, every movie's trying to be a mega movie and they're spending mega money.
Yeah.
And they're failing miserably. And then two, you have to have a good reason to go out and see a movie.
Sure.
Like, because you can just wait until it comes out. Like, and then you can watch it literally anywhere.
Yeah.
So it's kind of crazy. It's the movie making business is not adapting to that fact. I saw this one movie. I think it's going to be an independent movie. It looks really cute. It's about like a guy adopting penguins. Right. I love the main character, the actor who plays him. And I'm looking at it. I saw a poster of it in the movie theater. I'm looking at the poster. I'm like, there's no reason this should be in theaters. You know what I mean? Like this should be almost exclusively streaming.
Right.
And I think it'll be a good movie. But like the way movie theaters work is that they have to pay for the rights to play a movie.
Yeah.
And so, that's essentially how the movie theaters work. So they have to turn a profit in order for the movie making company to turn a profit. But like, why would you buy points for that? Also get half of all ticket sales. That's true. And that's how they keep their doors open. But for me, it's like, I think there's so many movies that don't need to be in theaters. Yeah. In order to like help combat that. But at the same time, that's bad for theaters.
It's like this could have been an email feeling of movies.
Right.
Like you go and you watch a movie and you're like, I could have totally sat on the couch and watched that at home.
Yeah.
But then there's people that just love the movie theater and they love like the experience of it all. They don't really care what movie they're watching. They just want to go and get the overpriced popcorn, get a freezy or an icy or whatever it's called, and watch a movie. Yeah. Which is fine. And I love that if that's what your go-to out on the town thing is. But I don't know. Some movies like I feel like it used to hit more. Like it would. Sure. There was more.
Yeah. It also didn't used to cost $15 or $20.
Yeah, it does cost a lot more now.
Right.
Thanks, Joe.
Thing. It's like, wait, where'd that come from? But it does cost a lot more. So if that's like your date night.
Yeah.
And I was dealing with, I was telling Kevin about this, but like he saw a movie it was a pretty good movie. It's just the fact that like he values his time way more because he has to get a babysitter.
Yeah.
He has to, earn the money and all this stuff. And then, you're wasting time, you're wasting babysitter money, you're wasting your money.
Yep.
So in order for it to be a good movie, it has to be so much better than it used to be. You know what I mean?
I guess that is true.
Yeah.
The stakes, the cost to, or the reward to risk, if for lack of a better term, is off. The ratios are off.
Yeah.
Also, why would I go out and see a movie when I can play Minecraft?
Good segue.
Because that'll have to be the it for the podcast. But we are going to jump into Minecraft and start. We'll keep talking after party. But we are gonna. By the way, what's next week's movie? Next week's movie is Troy.
Troy. Yes.
Troy, which is a Maggie request or suggestion. And we decided to back those back to back because they are similar vibes, and we're gonna rate them against each other. We're gonna put them in the Coliseum, if you will, and make them fight.
Sure.
But
For sure.
yeah, that was it for this podcast. Appreciate everybody that came and watched and chatted, and if you lurked, appreciate you lurking in the back. If you chatted, we appreciate you. But yeah, we're gonna move on to the after party, which is just us playing games and talking, just the same. So if you enjoyed listening, then stick around for the after party. Just hit refresh here in about a minute or so after the stream is over, and you'll get refreshed right back into the stream. And Mike's frozen. That face is hilarious. You're frozen. Yeah, I hope everybody has a great weekend. Wow, it's Monday. I hope everybody has a great week. No stream tomorrow. If you don't stick around for the after party, no worries. We'll see you Wednesday. We're going to play Ghost of Tsushima. Yeah, we'll be back here. But appreciate everybody being here. Love you, mean it. Stay hydrated. Stay hammered. Stay healthy. Mike is now unfrozen. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, that was
Peace.
crazy.